Alright guys, so this TUR buff BUU is not the craziest unit, right? Like really he's not very spectacular at all, but if you are able to link him up with another Majin Buu card, you know, specifically like Kid Buu cards, these units give themselves like 100% attack or something just through links. Like it's an insane monster buff, especially if Big Bad Bosses is active. Now, this video is going to be split into two parts. I'm rainbowing him right now before the transforming Super Buu comes out. I'm predicting that this Buu will be on that transforming Buu category, and he might actually be pretty useful just in terms of links for like Kid Buus or maybe even that transforming Super Buu on that category team. So this is kind of me preemptively rainbowing him, and then, you know, if that category does actually come out and this guy's on there, that's probably where I will go ahead and test him. But anyway, let's go ahead and give him the seal. Bam! Another rainbow star added. Alright guys, so we are several months later from when I recorded part 1 and actually rainbowed this TEQ buff BUU. Now, we have the physical Kid Buu Extreme Z Awakening, which will give a monstrous 50% attack buff to this TEQ buff BUU. Plus, they share basically the entire same link set. With Big Bad Bosses active, they can get up to, what, like 75% attack from links just between Kid Buu and TEQ buff BUU. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to, you know, take a look at what this buff BUU can do at his max potential. I think now is a good time to do this video because, one, I actually did need to use this buff BUU to show AGL Kid Buu's max potential. And then, two, I actually saw a kind of interesting challenge slash video idea that someone actually recommended to me over on the Dokkan subreddit. So, you know, I want to use this TEQ buff BUU for that. So I think that's why, you know, I'm going to go ahead and knock this one out now. And then I will try and get that, it's a Super Battle Road, you know, sort of challenge. I'm going to try and get that one done too. I think that one could be really fun. I actually really like that idea. So that's why we're jumping into this right now. So the main thing I want to do here is I do just want to get the two Buus next to each other. Oh, yes, and of course, never quite the easiest, is it, huh? Okay. I'm gonna miss super attacks on this first turn, just because I kind of want to get a chance to get everyone like completely set up and stuff like that. Like I don't want to, you know, have too much shenanigans going on. Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me too that I really should have the Int Metal Cooler around as well. So hold on, I'm actually gonna cancel out right here, and we're gonna come back in with Int Metal Cooler on the team as well. He could give a little extra buff to the TEQ buff BUU as well. Alright, so we're back in here in this first stage again. We got BUU here. We pretty much are going to have the same sort of difficulty getting the rotation set up because Kid Buu is still in that second slot, so it'll take a little while. Let me get a super attack with our boy TEQ buff BUU, and then the normals from 16 and Frieza probably will be enough to finish him off anyway. So, oh. Whoa, dude. 400,000. Not quite the best. Yeah, so that's an important thing is... Oh, wow. Okay. I saw the 400,000 number, and it's just like, I'm sorry? But this BUU, one kind of annoying thing about him is he does need to be below 99% HP in order for his ability to activate. This actually can be a bit of a pain for this situation to get set up because we want Kid Buu giving the full 50% buff from his passive, right? So in order for that, we have to be above 80% HP going into the turn, but we can't be at full HP, otherwise TEQ buff BUU will not activate his ability. So this could be very, very annoying. Here, let me... Oh, man, yeah, see, well... Oh, this is... I just realized the nightmare I'm looking at right here. Like, this is going to be very, very... I might actually... We're probably going to finish the event out, and then we'll come back with me with the situation set up, because sometimes these like situations, it might seem like easy, right? Like, oh, just be between 99% HP and 80% HP with this exact rotation, but sometimes that takes like going through a lot of events. All right, so there he is at nearly 1 million. So I guess his his passive was actually active going into this turn. So really, I guess just as long as we aren't at completely perfect HP, it is counting that his passive is active. Okay, so it's not, the window is not as tight as I was thinking. But oh no, this freeze is gonna heal. Okay, so we gotta take some damage. I don't think Bardock can hurt us enough to knock us below 30%, however, or below 80%, however. Let me not super attack, just so that like we can get to that last golden freeze at the end there, and then we'll have him super attack. That'll be fine. So Bardock, if you wanted to super, although I don't know, I think him just taking normal hit, like us just taking normal hits is probably, oh, perfect. Okay, there we go. And I don't think that's not gonna do enough damage that will knock us below the 80% threshold. So Physical Kid Buu should be good to go. He should still have his passive active. Tech Buff Buu will have his passive active. If we could get supered in the first slot, yep, Kid Buu's passive is definitely active. If we would get supered in that first slot, by the way. Oh, actually, you know what? I could do this. No, wait. Let me do this right here. This, okay. We're going to get it. Yes, okay. Int Metal Cooler is not a great defensive unit, so Bardock should actually be able to penetrate his defense. So what's going to happen here is if we fall below 80% HP, Big Bad Bosses will activate for Tech Buff Buu, and this will be his best situation right here. We should be able to get it because his passive is active, Kid Buu's passive is active, and then we just need to get Big Bad Bosses active as well. If Bardock can do, I don't know, 70,000 damage to this Cooler. Oh, he did 10 to Cooler. Never mind. Physical Kid Buu giving 50% defense. So we'll see if Bardock does enough damage there. Yeah, he did. Big Bad Bosses is active. 1.8. I'm going to take that. I will take 1.8 million. That is very, very good. And then 2.1 for Physical Kid Buu. So there we go. There's those two units. They work basically as each other's best linking partner. That was them with all of their links active, except for Buff Buu has Berserker, which was not active, and then Kid Buu has More Than Meets the Eye, which is not active. Now for Kid Buu, that's a trash, like 300 attack link? What exactly is More Than Meets the Eye? Let me actually say this. Now, Berserker is, a pretty solid 20% attack link, but we're not going to be able to activate that in this best rotation, right? More Than Meets the Eye, yes, is a 300 attack link. So, obviously, it's fodder level, not of any importance whatsoever. Okay, so we're good to go. That went fantastic. We actually managed to get his best situation there on Wax. Again, I'm going to take 1.8 million from this guy, considering he came out with Buhan. Like, it's been a long-ass time. And bye, Bardock. And he was able to put up really good numbers. Now, that situation, again, is pretty hard because you do have to walk into that turn between 80 and 99% HP. Then you have to get hit before Buff Buu attacks, by enough to knock you below 80% at that point. So then Big Bad Bosses will activate. But that's not a terrible rotation. Like, they're pretty powerful together. The only real thing that is, a shame about this Buff Buu is that's not going to help him defensively, right? He's just not a good defensive unit. Really, like, pretty much none of these Buu units are, like, really strong defensive units. A lot of them can heal or might have interesting link sort of combinations, but in terms of actually defense, no, they're not good there. So let's quickly take a look at this boy right here. This is Raging Dash Majin Buu South Supreme Kai Absorbed, basically. His leader skill is Tech type attack and defense 60%. So obviously very old and very bad. His super attack is the Mighty Powerful God Shockwave, which does supreme damage and greatly lowers defense, so that's pointless. You know, really, I feel like he should be given like a rare chance to stun. That would have been a little better, but again, this is a card that's, you know, practically 3 years old at this point. His passive skill, full power body, is key to and 70% attack when HP is 99% or below. So, you know, he's able to hit decently hard as long as there is a Kid BUU around or other BUU units around. His links are Majin, Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, Big Bad Bosses, Infinite Regeneration, The Wall Standing Tall, and Fierce Battle. So, of course, he does not have healings, which can be an issue. That's why, like, really, it's just all or nothing for this guy. He has to have that passive active and be doing damage, or else he's kind of a pointless unit, right? But in the constraints of, like, a full Majin Buu team, you could probably get it to work. So this BUU, he also has a 12K multiplier of 135%, and then he has 3 categories here. So he is on the Revived Warrior team, which definitely would be his best team, because, you know, that's a 170% attack buff from Angel Gold and Frieza, plus, you know, the Kid BUUs are on there, so that works very, very well. He's also on the Majin Buu arc team, where I'm sure eventually we will get, like, maybe an LR, you know, Fat BUU and Bobbity, or Kid BUU or something, who can, like, also be a Majin Buu arc category leader, and we can, like, experiment with a full BUU team over there. You know, right now we can do it on the Enhanced Transformation team as well, but a Majin Buu arc led team that could do that would be interesting also. And then, of course, we also have the Enhanced Transformation category, which he is a part of. A pretty good category for him, of course, because all the BUUs are on it. Not all the BUUs are on the Revived Warrior team. That actually makes sense to me. Like, really, no form of Super BUU should be on the Revived Warriors. It's hard to explain, but it's kind of like, so Fat BUU is sealed away forever, right? So he should be on Revived Warriors. Super BUU is like a new form created. Super BUU and then the skinny BUU, they're like new forms created. So really, they shouldn't be on Revived Warrior. Neither should BUU Piccolo, BUU Gotenks, BUU Han, all of them. Then this TEQ buff BUU, he was a form that BUU used, you know, millions of years ago or whatever. So he should be on Revived Warrior, and then same thing with Kid BUU. So it actually does make sense that Super BUU units are not really on the Revived Warrior category, as wonky as it sounds. But alright guys, that will do it for this guy. TEQ buff BUU, I mean, certainly a new one of these guys would be nice, an updated version. But then again, this is a form that has such limited screen time. Like, in the manga, he shows up for one panel, pretty much, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, maybe we're not, you know, waiting with bated breath for the next TEQ buff BUU, or the next buff BUU that they might release. So, I don't know. That's one reason I definitely didn't have a problem rainbowing this guy. But thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll catch you guys next time.